Welcome to the 8th house. Today we are diving into a topic that is near and dear to my heart, so strap in and get ready for an emotional ride. Few people understand what real forgiveness truly is, and even fewer have ever truly given it. Forgiveness isn't a transaction. It doesn't come with terms and conditions. It shouldn't be brought up in moments of weakness or used as ammunition when it's convenient. It isn't a prize to manipulate others, and it should never be weaponized. True forgiveness comes with no expectations, and I learned, just a few years ago, that I couldn't give it to anyone until I learned how to give it to myself. I've walked through hell. I've stared into the darkest parts of myself. I've relived not just the pain others caused me, but the pain I inflicted on those I loved the most. And somehow, in the ashes, I found light. I found self-love. I found forgiveness. But I also discovered something else, a flaw, a hard truth. Saying the words "I forgive you" means nothing if you don't fully believe them. Let me explain. I had a family, a beautiful wife, 2 incredible sons. I was husband and father of the year, until I wasn't. I made a selfish decision. One moment of lust cost me everything I ever cherished. The fallout? Cataclysmic. I didn't fight back. Not the divorce, not the custody, not anything. I was consumed with guilt. I thought surrender was the only way to end the pain I had caused, but in my silence I made things worse. My past, the part I had long since buried, was resurrected, and I was branded a monster, not for what I did in my home, but for who I used to be. She took control, my wife, the most beautiful soul I had ever known. And blinded by betrayal and heartbreak, she struck back the only way she knew how. She weaponized love. She used my love for my boys as vengeance for the life I'd stolen from her. And though I told myself I can't blame her, the truth is, I could. She made a choice too. She let rage blind her. She didn't just punish me, she punished them. She made a mistake of her own. She robbed our sons of their father. I had no idea what their little minds were going through. And in that broke me all over again. I spiraled out of control. Addiction became my salvation. Every hit, every high was an escape from reality, from guilt, from shame. I let rage guide me. I became that old version of myself again. I schemed. I plotted. I fantasized about vengeance. I stopped talking to her. Every time she reached out, it felt like a game, like emotional warfare. She didn't want to reconnect. She didn't want to heal. She just wanted revenge, to make me hurt. All I wanted were my sons. And when I couldn't have them, hate filled the empty space inside me. There were moments, real moments, where I almost crossed lines you can't come back from. But there were people, angels in human form, who saw something left in me. They saw something worth saving. And slowly, I started to see it too. That tiny sliver of light became my path. I clawed my way out of purgatory. I began to rise. I believed I had healed. I thought I had forgiven. But I was wrong once again. Christmas came and a letter arrived from my youngest. I read it slowly, with tears streaming down my face. It flooded me with memories. And then, 8 words shattered my soul. I hope you still love me in Rilson. My worst fear confirmed. She didn't let me see them. She didn't let me talk to them. She never gave them my letters. She never let them know I was still here, still fighting, still loving them from afar. They believed I walked away, that I had stopped loving them, that I abandoned them. My forgiveness, gone. The progress, crumbling. The tears of joy turned to rage, burning down my cheeks like fire. I was back in the dark. I said, "Fuck forgiveness, I want my get back." I took no actions, I couldn't. I went to bed emotionally wrecked. But sleep gave me a gift. I dreamt of my family. We were all at a lake, laughing, playing, eating, just being. It was as if heaven gave me a glimpse of what once was, or what still could be. When I woke, the pain was still there, but the bitterness was quieter. I opened a book I had been reading, The Shack, chapter 16, and there it was. My experience, written in different words, a different scenario, but the same. Right then, a bird landed on my windowsill. It sang its song, unafraid, pure. I watched, mesmerized. It wasn't just a bird, it was a message. The universe, God, the creator, whatever name you use, was speaking. All I had to do was listen. Here's what I understood. A wrong has been committed. A debt had been created. But carrying that debt was never my purpose. I'm not here to be the judge. I'm not here to be the executioner. I've played those roles before, and they don't fit my purpose. I'm here to live, to learn, to love. Forgiving someone who hurt you doesn't erase the past. It doesn't mean pretending it didn't happen. It doesn't mean the relationship goes back to how it was. It means letting go of the weight, not only for them, for you. It means I release her. I release the burden so that I can breathe, so I can continue to grow. It means giving that debt to something greater, so something greater can find her, so that she can find her own way to healing, so that love, somehow, has a chance to rise again, because to truly forgive is to truly love, and to love is to grow, and that is what life is all about. This isn't a story I made up. This is my life, my pain, my healing, my truth. I don't share this for sympathy. I share it because someone out there is still in the dark. And maybe hearing this gives them just enough light to keep going. If this message moved you, if it made you reflect, feel, or breathe a little deeper, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps more than you know. And if you want to go deeper with me on this journey of healing and growth, check out my writing on Substack, The Eighth House. It's raw, real, and always from the heart. You're not alone. Keep rising, keep evolving, and above all, keep loving.